Well, hello to all you wisdom walkers out there. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma coming to you with astrology for self mastery and for the month of March, even though we are right now in April. And we're also in the beginning of the Mercury retrograde, our first one for 2024. And there's also some powerful things that are going to be happening astrologically, planetarily in April. And I didn't want to not share with you the highlights, the important planetary aspects from March, because I believe you need to have an awareness of them so that you can most successfully navigate all of what is coming in April. So this is going to be a kind of quick review. I will take my time because it's interesting. March had some gaps in between aspects, as you'll see. But there were some really important things that went on that should not be overlooked or not talked about. So thank you for your patience and for being here. I got a comment from Natalie. Hey, Natalie, Aries in the house. Yay. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That shift from Pisces into Aries season is no joke. It's no joke. So let me begin by taking you down the lane, starting with some quotes from March that I found. The first one is from Kyle Thomas, an astrologer, who says, as the wheel of life turns, we venture forward with hope, optimism, and a sense of adventure. March 2024 promises to bring many sweet opportunities to all zodiac signs to manifest their goals, embrace their heart's desires, and experience personal and professional growth. True that. Lena Stevens from the Power Path says the month begins with an infusion of energy that can translate into good luck and self-confidence. You may experience synchronicity, ease, and more movement around projects and intentions. We are in a highly creative period where there should be time allocated to getting emotional and creative clarity about future vision. It is a social month, but don't get distracted with mindless chatter and meaningless encounters. And then last but not least, from Astro Butterfly, while at the beginning of the month, we are still dealing with some squares in Aquarius and Taurus, the rest of March has a totally different vibe. Things feel less dramatic. We feel less stuck and ready to move on. And I can vouch for that. For me, personally, March was just an extraordinary month, extraordinary time and energy. I got to go visit my home and my birthplace, which is highly unusual, in order to celebrate my sister's 70th birthday and to visit with my only remaining aunt on the planet right now. So it was really such a time of family gathering, a lot of socializing. I also did a stint as shaman in residence with dear friends Aminata and Michael, and got really treated so well. And there was a piece that they did, created, putting the Daguerre creation story to music. Yeah. And once they get a good video of that, I'm sure it'll be accessible to all of you that know about Wisdom Walk and the Daguerre story. So without further ado, this March has been something else. And I really hope that what I'm about to share with you, you go back and you think about, like, yeah, what was going on at that time? What was happening then? And of course, we started off the month in Pisces season, but we have switched to Aquarius. So let me jump back to the first day of the month and what aspect was going on then. On that Friday, it was the Sun in Pisces sextiling Jupiter in Taurus. So we opened up the month with a flow energy. And as it says here, get ready to say white rabbit, first thing in the morning, as we're starting the month with a very lucky aspect. This is a day of windfalls, as things you want can happen just like magic. Yes, true that. I really, really felt that. Then we jump to Friday, the 8th, and this is where we had one of the first conjunctions this month. And remember, conjunction is always a really important aspect to planets mixing their energies together to create something for us. So this was a mixing of Mercury and Neptune in Pisces. And as it says here, try to keep your head above water during this dreamy aspect. Believing everything someone tells you can be lovely until you drown. So keep an open heart, but a clear head. Also, Mercury conjunct Neptune in Pisces is the pay attention to your dreams transit. Mercury is our personal translator, and Neptune is our unconscious. So when Mercury is conjunct Neptune, especially in Neptune's home sign of Pisces, we have a unique opportunity to access our unconscious and make sense of some important messages that we may overlook or find confusing otherwise. Yeah, really, really big aspect that was. Now we jump to the next day on March the 8th. And on that Saturday, we had a Mars in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. Now, this is important because a Mars-Uranus square is known to be impulsive and even reckless. While it may be tempting to tear everything in your life down and start fresh, think about what's worth saving and what's worth fixing before you take a hammer on everything. And this aspect's important because we had been feeling leading up to March too that, things are shifting, things are changing. Lots of messages about it's new, it's new, it's new, it's new. And so this energy really propelling us to just kind of throw everything out. But the caution here, of course, is like, no, hold up, because there may be something that from the past that you do need to carry forward. But, so it's about discernment, really taking our time and not just acting on impulse and like, I'm just done, I'm just tired, No, there may be some juice in some stuff. So don't let everything go. But definitely it is in support of us taking on this forward movement energy. Yeah, absolutely. Now, also on this day, we have the Sun in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus. So we get a sextile on the same day that we get this square. And this is a day of pleasure and good vibes as we allow ourselves to relax and indulge in the finer things in life. Taking the road less traveled can bring nice surprises our way. This intuitive aspect helps us to see all the possibilities that life has to offer. Seize the day and don't let anxiety prevent you from having fun. Now, this was the day that we did the surprise party for my sister. We totally surprised her. And my dear niece, Jackie, did an amazing job of gathering up family members and friends I haven't seen in years. And so it was just like huge, family and friend reunion on the place where I grew up. And it was just amazing. And so there definitely was a little bit of square energy that was going on, but it really was this sextiling, beautiful energy that took over, and everybody who attended just had a great time. It was wonderful. I danced to old school stuff, James Brown and Kool and the Gang all night long. It was just crazy. I think I sat down like 2 times. That was it, because it was just so much fun, so amazing. So I hope you had a similar kind of experience on that weekend of the 8th into the 9th. The other thing that happened on this day, and it's interesting because in March we have a pile up on some days of aspects. We'll get that again when it comes to the 19th through the 21st. But we also had Mercury entering Aries, and this is the planet of communication being in fiery Aries for longer than usual this year. That's why this is an important aspect due to its upcoming retrograde in April. So our words may be bold and powerful. Mercury at the same time will be in proximity of Chiron and the North Node, activating opportunities to revisit and rewrite self-sabotaging patterns of thinking. Wow, this is like really, 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 really important. During this transit, which is active until May 7th, folks, we can heal from old wounds and embrace new perspectives that align with our highest potential. I just have to take a moment. Just have to make a moment. Like, this is so, so wonderful and so, again, supportive of what happens on the 20th, which I did do a special report about when Chiron shows up conjuncting with Mercury and the North Node. So again, we're still getting these wonderful messages about, you can change up from living out your past and your wound, that we really are being given this planetary, this cosmic, this divine energy to really, really heal and move forward. Yeah. So I love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, on the 10th, and again, you see we have this pile up over a couple of days of aspects, we had the new moon in Pisces. And this is that lovely Piscean energy of believing anything is possible. And on this new moon, we had a sextile with Uranus in Taurus and a conjunction with Neptune in Pisces. So really, really powerful. Here's some messages about it. The theme that this one astrologer said was jumpstart your desired future. The Pisces new moon is a time of dreaminess, imagination, fluidity, mystery, and beauty. This moon symbolizes a mystical and spiritual journey where we can explore our unconscious desires. We will want to dive to the deep end of the ocean, go down the rabbit hole, and get lost in the clouds. Being in the rapture might have a dizzying effect on us, but it will be exciting. This new moon will jumpstart the future we want. Even if we are envisioning our wildest dreams as reality, we can make them happen if we believe. We have to move to what inspires us and imagine our desired future. The new moon is conjunct Neptune, sextile Uranus and Taurus. This is an auspicious new moon filled with the potential for serendipities and unexpected opportunities. Thanks to Neptune, our intuition is heightened, while the sextile to Uranus brings innovative ideas and courage to embrace change. At the new moon in Pisces, anything is possible if we open ourselves up and trust in the flow of life. Wow, wow, wow. Just really, really cool stuff. Just like, yeah. And think back to that time and see if that was true for you. It was totally true for me. In fact, I am still kind of in a floating from all of these aspects that had happened in March with Pisces, me being Pisces. And it's been something else. Yeah. Now, on the same day, March the 10th of the new moon, we had Mercury in Aries sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. And of course, any aspect with Pluto in Aquarius that happens is important because it hasn't happened in so long. It hasn't happened in over 200 years. So this persuasive aspect can help you win over anyone and gain important information that can help you later. Use both your logic and your intuition to help you gain power without abusing it. Just beautiful. Lovely. Now, on the 11th, we have some more aspects. This one of Venus entering Pisces. And the planet of love and beauty swims happily in the romantic and imaginative sign of the fish. Over the next few weeks, we all become starry-eyed lovers as we spend time nurturing relationships to grow and develop during the spring. Feed your fantasies. Venus is exalted in Pisces, which means it feels great in the water, a compassionate sign. When Venus transits the sign of Pisces, we are encouraged to embrace compassion, empathy, and spiritual connection in our relationships. And yeah, again, more of this just really beautiful love, powerful flow energy that came in through March. Now, we got a break from the 11th through to the 17th. And here's what happens with now a more stacking up of the planetary aspects. The first is this conjunction of Neptune with Pisces. And again, conjunction's always important. And this artistic aspect allowed us to explore our creative side and get deep with our feelings. When the sun meets Neptune, it shines a light on what otherwise is difficult to see. The result, a more well-rounded understanding of yourself and what makes you human. Neptune can expose our blind spots, but also our zones of genius. Our zones of genius. Isn't that just wonderful? Yeah. And definitely, I was still traveling at this time, and I would definitely say that I experienced that both in myself and with other people. Zones of genius being exposed, explored. It was just magnificent. Yeah. So, again, I hope that you all also had that kind of an experience. Now, we jump to Tuesday, the 19th. And here was the opening of the Aries season. So happy birthday to all you Arians out there. What a beautiful, beautiful energetic to be born into, because it is the springtime of our life. Although in the Southern Hemisphere, it is autumn, but it is definitely this equinox time that is happening, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy for us to have as humans. So the equinox is a day of balance and harmony, as the hours of lightness and darkness are equal. This is a time to experience the cosmic truth that everything will return to balance, because that is how the universe works. And this is so important because, we will usually stay focused on what's out of balance and feel like that's normal, natural. No, it's just part of a process. But the universe is always, always working to get everything back in balance. And we can trust that whatever is out of balance, it will be brought back into balance. Yeah. And so here's the message for this year's equinox. As the sun enters fiery, passionate Aries in the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving away from the cold winter and planting the seeds of opportunity that grow and bloom over the spring. The equinox is an important one as it marks and anchors a new path, a new trajectory, and allows for the creative current of the time to forge its way forward and support progress as we envision the future. Honor this time of change by observing and acknowledging what may need a fresh start or a second chance. If you are still mired in something old that you could just not extricate yourself from, such as a responsibility that was not yet ready to release you, use the equinox to do a reset that places you on the right track. It is time to dream, to be inspired, and to focus and feed what is new in your life. So once again, those wonderful messages about newness, new path, new opening, so important and really, really, really essential for you to have this level of consciousness going into the month of April, because the eclipse that's going to happen and this conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus, oh yeah, you have to be in the consciousness of new, new, new. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Wonderful. Good to see you here. Love this message. Yes, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah. Yeah, really powerful, folks. We have to believe that things are supposed to be in balance, and that new paths, new opportunities, new trajectories are available to us now. Yeah, yeah. And then also on this day, we had the solar new year happening. And this is when we have completed, we've gone through all the wheel of the astrology, and now we're about to start over again. So, again, it is a new year energy, the solar new year. It is a new beginning. Again, back to that message that, we're in this new time period. And so the message here is, does this project action person bring me closer to my ideal self? This is an incredibly fortunate time to initiate new things. Whatever is launched or begun today, and even in the following days, is impregnated with the raw and initiatory energy of the sign of the Ram. That's Aries. Go for it. Go for it. And again, just make sure you're discerning. If it's working for others, it also needs to be working for you. It needs to be supporting you. Ashe. Now, on Wednesday, the 20th, we had that Mercury conjunction. This is the third conjunction of this month of March with Aries, with the North Node. And I did a special video on that while I was traveling because my phone started blowing up. People were like, Jojopah, what's going on with this energy? And as it says here, this transit is an opportunity to dig deeper into the root causes of our pain and reframe our understanding of ourselves and our experiences. When Mercury is conjunct Chiron, we often recall some hurtful things someone has said to us. Parents or siblings who bullied us, teachers who undermined our self-confidence, colleagues or peers who made us feel odd or inadequate. And of course, all of that being pushed up so that what? Yeah, so that we can shift out of it, we can heal it. And in this, I hear a big message, of course, about forgiveness. Yeah, because forgiveness is letting go of the pain that was transferred onto you. So if you know Ho'oponopono, definitely need to be using that and other forms of radical forgiveness to move us forward from all of that old pain and negativity. So again, this energy showed up to help us do that. And hopefully all of you did partake in being conscious about the pain, feeling it, and letting it go through the power of forgiveness. Now, the next day, Thursday, the 21st, we got Sun in Aries sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. Again, another Pluto in Aquarius aspect. Hasn't happened in a long time. And this one says we all have a need to succeed, as this powerful aspect gives us a determination and purpose to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. Feel your personal power building up now. And so look at that wonderful, wonderful movement from the Chiron bringing up the pain, right? And then you go into, again, it's still with an Aries aspect, this beautiful sextile telling us that our personal power is building up, that we can overcome these obstacles. Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful how the universe is working. And then also on the same day, we had another conjunction. So, this was 4 conjunctions this month. Really, really powerful. And this is Venus conjuncting Saturn in Pisces. Yeah. Venus is our subjective lens, our values, preferences, likes, and dislikes. Saturn is the planet of structure and reality. So Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces is an invitation to bring our subjective perceptions into tangible reality. This is a great transit to create not a vision board, but a mood board. A mood board is a collage of images, text, and other elements that evoke a particular mood or feeling, as opposed to a vision, which is more intellectual. Your feelings, intuitions, and innermost desires are often challenging to express in words, but you can find resonance through imagery and symbolism. I just love that. And this is a direct quote from Astro Butterfly. Such a powerful thing to do and think about. And again, if you didn't get this information beforehand, it's something that you can do, and you can do it at any time to really give yourself, this opportunity, like it says here, to have your subjective perceptions, your invisible, sometimes unspeakable perceptions, desires, and needs, a way to express them through a mood board. But that's what that conjunction energy is about, bringing together Venus and Saturn in such a beautiful way. Ashe. Now, on Friday, March the 22nd, we had Mars entering Pisces. Now, Venus entered Pisces back at the end of February, but now we've got Mars entering Pisces. This is we're fighting shadows and our own inner demons over the next several weeks when Mars transits through Pisces until April the 30th. So again, that's why this information is so important for you to have going into April. And you need to know that Mars is in Pisces, battling out. While things seem calm on the outside, our inner struggles, our internal struggles go to the core as we try to figure out who we really are and what we truly desire. Not an easy quest. Just like the ocean moves with the currents, allow your intuition rather than rational or logical narrative guide your actions. And this is just a wonderful, 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 important message that, again, picks up on this Chiron energy, because we can have another Chiron Aries conjunction in April. So again, more of this understanding about the fact we are supposed to be healing at the core wound level. Hey, Hector. And he's like, yeah, all the way to the core. You got it, baby. You got it. Absolutely. So don't beat up on yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Like, why am I feeling this? Why is this coming up? It's coming up to heal. It's coming up to leave. And because you have Venus in Pisces right now, see, back to balance, right? You've got the masculine and the feminine balance. You've got the love energy supporting, doing this deep, and it's scary kind of work that can happen when we are having to look at the shadow and look at our inner demons. So just know that the universe is really providing you with all the support you need to move through this, so that by the time May rolls around, you are going to be so emptied out and ready for this moving beyond. Absolutely. Yeah. Now let's jump to the 25th, which was that past Monday last week. And we had this full moon in Libra. And of course, this is the eclipse time. But this full moon in Libra, also called a worm moon in First Nations culture, it signifies the awakening of the earth as spring approaches. So again, something is awakening, something is being birthed. During this lunation, you may ask yourself a series of questions to figure out whether there's a balance between you and your partner, because Libra really does focus on relationships. For example, is there harmony and reciprocity in my primary relationship? Now, this full moon is trine Pluto, giving us an opportunity to delve deep into our relational dynamics and transform them for the better. So think back to the 25th, the last week, in that full, beautiful full moon. It was so powerful. Oh my God, it's so powerful. Because it was also a full moon penumbral lunar eclipse in Libra. An eclipse always support change, transformation, and a good reset. The question, what needs change in your life? And so begins the eclipse season with the theme of relationships and all that they represent in your life. This is a focus on right relationship that includes a reflection on power dynamics, what they mean, where you have given your power away, where you have abused your own, and where fulfillment is lacking in a relationship. This is not about personal relationships only, but also the relationships you have with your addictions, patterns, attitudes, self-worth, purpose, etc. So really, really, really big energy, and so needed, again, like I said, as we come into this month of April with the powerful aspects that are going to be happening. And again, it's another repeat of this theme of like clean out, open up, heal, let go of what no longer really can support you in this new age of Aquarius consciousness, this new earth consciousness. And now the final aspect for March, which was yesterday, I wanted to share with you. It's the asteroid Vesta moving into Cancer, and it'll be in Cancer until, oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That time under there is wrong. Forgive me, I was rushing. But yeah, but it'll be in Cancer for a minute. It won't be overnight. Just a reminder, Vesta is the brightest and largest asteroid in the sky, and it's named for the Vestal Virgins in ancient Rome who were keepers of the sacred flame. If a Vestal chosen at age 6 allowed the flame to go out, she was beaten. Vestals took a vow of chastity for 30 years, at the end of which they were set free and then answered to no man. This gave them a unique status in Roman times, and why the term virgin was often used to describe a woman who belonged to herself. So Vesta represents our fire within that empowers us to achieve our sacred contracts with home and family. When in nurturing Cancer, the asteroid of the sacred flame is keeping the home fires burning over the next several weeks. Now is the time to build a stable foundation for ourselves and our loved ones as we put down sacred roots. Yes, how wonderful. Yeah, very, very beautiful. What a lovely way to end out the month. We started out with the sextile and then end with this beautiful Vesta energy. Yeah. And, the energy is still like this, folks. It ain't gone away. It's still crazy. It's still some crazy energy, although March did give us some breakthroughs and some supports and some shifts, some floating that happened. Yeah, we can be grateful. We can be grateful for that. But the energy really crazy. Absolutely. So there you have it. Now I'm going to get to work on the April astrology. And like March, well, no, I shouldn't say like March. April has less aspects, but it's so powerful. You want less aspects. So I think we'll have some more breaks in time, like we had in March, to let things kind of settle in between these two powerful aspects that are coming. I hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself, open yourself up to this healing journey in a deeper way, and know that the universe has your back. Thank you so much for being here and listening. And again, if you have any comments, any questions, put them in the description box. I mean, the box below, the comment section below. Look, I can't even talk. Comment section below the description box. And I promise that I will put in time frames so that you can easily navigate back through, especially in April. You're going to want to go back and say, okay, what was that? What's going on in March? Yeah, I'll make sure I put the time stamps in for you. So be well, be safe, be happy, and definitely continue to take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.